Now we are going to create our own procedural material for Snow Rock. First we have to enable one add-on, go to Edit, Preferences. Then enable Node Wrangler add-on. Press A to select all and delete it. Then press Shift A, Mesh, Sphere. Move it up, and then scale it like this. Then press Ctrl 2 to add subdivision modifier value of 2. Then shade smooth. Now move your mouse here, you will see it is change into an arrow. Right click, join area. Now move it like this, to join window into one. Then bring your mouse to the top right corner of the window, then just click and drag it. Now change this into shader editor. Press N to close this side panel. Go to render view. After that I have already given a link. For HDRI, image, in world properties, click this yellow dot. Then click environmental texture, then click open. Then bring that HDRI, image for lightning. Go to render properties, in film, enable transparent. After that in color management, change the view transform into filmic. And look into very height contrast. Now we can start to create our Snow Rock procedural material. Click new, then rename it Snow Rock. Now press Shift A, then type noise texture, and bring it here. Then press Ctrl T to add texture coordinates and mapping. Connect object to the vector. After that, hold Ctrl Shift select noise texture to preview it. Change the scale value 1.5 and detail value 10. In roughness value 0.550. Now see it is not more contrast right. For that bring color ramp for contrast, just place it here, it will automatically connect it. Bring the black and white close together like this. Then just duplicate this noise texture. Hold Ctrl Shift and press D, place it here, you can see it is connect with the wire. If I just press Shift D to duplicate it, see the wire is not connected. Hold Ctrl Shift and select this noise texture. Change the scale value 0.800, detail value 15. Roughness value to 1. Now move these two nodes far away like this, because we are going to add more nodes here. Now we can't see clearly right, for that just disable the normalize, now it will be full contrast. We have to mix these two nodes, for that we can't mix color node, you can bring that in add menu, or hold Shift and select noise texture, and color ramp, then hold Ctrl and press 0, in numpad, see it is automatically added, and connected with these two nodes. Change this from mix into linear light, because I need light colors only. I want my noise texture to factor, then my color ramp to A. For B, I am going to make it dark color. For that hex code is 2, 4, 2, 5, 2, 6. Then duplicate this noise texture again, place it here. Change the scale value 2.700, detail value 10. In roughness value to 0.900, finally change the lacunarity value 4. Now again by selecting this noise texture, select this node, hold Ctrl and press 0, in numpad to add another mix color. Change this into darken, and increase the factor value to 1. Then duplicate node, change this darken into mix, connect this into factor. For the color, just hover your move here, press Ctrl C to copy it, and paste it here, because we want the same dark value. For this hex code is 5, 8, 5, B, 5, D. Now here you can there is fully black color, like there is not distortion, just black, it is not good right, for that go to this color ramp. If you increase the black color into white, you can see the changes, it will become more and more transparent. I am going to make it grayish. The hex code is 8, 2, 8, 2, 8, 2. If you have more nodes, then we should organize it, that is important, then only we can easily see and understand it. For that, select these two nodes, hold Ctrl and press J to frame it. Then again select all these nodes. Here, hold Ctrl and press J to frame it. If you want, you can name it too. Just press F2, then name it noises, or anything you want. There is another thing, you can change node's name too. Just select this node is done distortion right. So by selecting this node, press F2. Now rename it distortion. See, now it changes. Likewise, you can organize it properly. After that, click mapping vector, and just drag it here and leave it. Now you can bring the wave texture like this. Then Ctrl-Shift select the wave texture to preview it. Change this into Z. Change the scale value, 0.250, distortion value is 10.100. Change the detail value, 5.500. Then bring noise texture. Now we have to add reroute in wire. Just hold Shift and drag it by right click. See it add a reroute. Now you can click and drag connect to this vector. Now change the noise texture scale, 1, detail into 3.300. For contrast, bring the color ramp, and place it here. Now bring the black and white, together like this. Select the wave texture and color ramp, hold Ctrl and press 0 in numpad to add mix color. Then just duplicate it, place here. Bring your black here, and white too like this. Then bring the displacement node, place it here, connect this to height, then connect the displacement to displacement. Now you can't see more difference. For that, in shader editor. Down here, change the displacement type into displacement and bump. Now you can see the difference. Reduce the scale value to 0.150. Now see, if I change the scale value into 0, it is sphere, and no changes. If I change the scale value, now you can see the changes. Finally, add RGB curves nodes. You can simply click, it will add a dot, then click and drag to change it. You can see the changes in Rock. Now select all these nodes, hold Ctrl and press J to frame it. Press F2 to name it displacement. Finally, select principled BSDF node and place it here. Now our rock looks shiny, and not more realistic. For that, add bump node, for our noise texture. If you change the roughness value into 0.800, it will become more rock. But I want some area should be little roughness and some not. For that, click and drag, then bring color ramp. Connect the color ramp color to roughness. Now see it become more shiny. If you make this black value to white, it will be not shiny. Remember, black will be shiny and white will be not shiny. For the black color, I am going to change into little grayish. The hex code is A6, A6, A6. And about white, I'm going to bring it down little bit. The exact hex code is D, B, D, B, D, B. Then bring hue saturation value, place it here. If you change the value into 0, it will be fully shiny. If you increase the value, it will be less shiny. Change the value, 1.600, now it is good. If you want no shiny, then change the value high, that's all. Then we are going to add bump node, for noise textures, to make more realistic. So bring the bump node, place it here, then connect this normal to this normal. Now bring this noise texture factor, and connect to this bump height. You can see the changes now. Change the strength value, 0.300. Duplicate this bump node and place it here. See, this normal is connected to this normal. Now bring this distortion noises factor, into this bump height. Change the strength value, 0.100. Finally, bring another noise texture. Click the mapping vector, and drag it here. Then bring noise texture. Now change the scale value to 300. And detail to 15. Now this noise will add fully in Rock, then duplicate this bump node. Place it here, then connect this noise texture to this bump height. Strength value is 0.200. Select these two nodes, frame it, and rename it roughness. Then select all these nodes, frame it, and rename it bump. Now see nodes wires are overlapping. For that, hold shift by clicking right click drag it, it will add a reroute. Then hold G and bring it here. Likewise add a reroute and make it organized properly. Take our own time. That's all. Now we have completed our rock. Now balance is, to create snow, and then combine it. This part is so easy. Now we are going to create snow material. Bring principled BSDF. Then bring noise texture. Hold Ctrl T. Connect this object to vector. Hold Ctrl Shift select the noise texture. See our rock displacement is still connected. For now just remove it. Finally we will connect it. Scale value 5, detail value into 6.900. Roughness value 2, 1. Then bring bump node. Connect this normal to normal. Connect this noise texture factor to bump height. You can see the changes. Reduce the strength value 0.400. Duplicate this noise texture, bring it here. Then change the scale value 1. Detail value into 10. Roughness value to 0.500. Then bring color ramp, place it here. Then bring the black and white here, adjust it. Then duplicate this bump node. Place it here. Connect the color ramp color to bump height. Reduce the strength value 0.500. We all know the sunlight will penetrate inside the snow. For that, in subsurface increase the weight 1. You can see the changes. That's all. Now we have completed procedural material for rock and snow. Now we are going to combine it. I want my snow in top of the rock, that means we want in Z axis. I will explain it. In add menu, bring the separate XYZ node, it will separate the axis. Then press Ctrl T, delete the mapping and image texture node, we don't need that. Then connect this object to this vector. Now Ctrl Shift select the separate XYZ node, see it is separate X axis. Now again hold Ctrl Shift select the node again, see now we are seeing Y axis. Then again do it, now we are seeing Z axis. Now bring color ramp, then you can adjust the values. Now we are going to assign the white area will be snow. This black area will be rock. But you can see, it is like complete circle right. I want some distortion, for that. Bring the noise texture. Connect the texture coordinates object into noise texture vector. Then preview it. Change the scale value 1. Detail value into 12. And roughness value into 0.600. Then select these two nodes, and hold Ctrl press 0 in numpad, then connect this Z to mix A. And connect the mix result into color ramp factor. Now see it is little bit distorted. Now if you make factor value to 0, then it will take this values. If the factor value is 1, then it will take this noise texture. Now I am going to reduce little bit. Factor value will be 0.792. It is good. Then adjust the black and white in color ramp. Now finally bring the mix shader node. Place it here. Connect this color ramp color to this mix shader factor. Then preview it. Now first shader will take the assign the black values. And the second one will be white. Like I said before, our white will be snow. So connect our snow principled BSDF to this second shader. Then connect this rock principled BSDF to this first shader. Then connect the displacement to material output displacement. That's all, but you can see in some area snow is high. In here it is not. It doesn't look realistic, right? For that you can change this both strength value like this. See now snow is fully covered in rock. Then in rock, you can change this second color if you want, like brown. See not our rock has some dirty. Now just 2 times duplicate this sphere. Then click this icon to make this into new material. And rename it rock. Then select all these snow nodes, and these nodes, delete it. Then connect this principled BSDF to material output surface. Then again same for this too. Click this icon to make this into new material. Rename it Snow. Then select all these rock nodes. And select these nodes, delete it. Then connect this principled BSDF to material output surface. Now this will be snow. Then duplicate this rock and place it. After completing this, I saw this rock displacement is not good. So I just changed the mix factor value. 0.658. Now it looks good. Select this rock. Make it a new material. Then just delete this separate XYZ and mix node. Connect the noise factor to color ramp factor. Now just bring the black and white like this. See, now snow is fully covered with rock. We have create two procedural material, and we combine these both and make our third snow rock material too. That's all. Now we have successfully completed our rock and snow procedural material. I hope this video helps you to learn. Subscribe to my channel to learn more like this.